this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Adriano!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Desai clears. And it's Nedved. Oh, he's having a go! And now a sudden chance to counter. Manchester United are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Oh, that's fabulous. Ronaldinho goes for a shot! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Adriano played out wide. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cruyff. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Pullet, ready to try one.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's out for a goal kick. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Botafogo definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Cruyff. That has been cut short. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira. Pirlo. Almost half an hour in now. It's Hullet. Vieira. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And it's Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. Company. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Nedved. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Company is the guilty party there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And he's managed to get free. Cristiano Ronaldo looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He is through here. Oh, that's a key interception.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Just past the 40th minute mark. Ronaldinho running with intent. Great ball, and he tries a shot! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Botafogo are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. Pirlo spread it left, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rafael Varane. And we've reached half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Pirlo gets into a good position. And back out. And this is decent chance! And he hits the net! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And the counter is on. Olise going forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Rafael Varane looking to provide the solidity his team so need.
Manchester United may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Cruyff. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Botafogo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Always goal side, driving through the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira shows great strength. Thuram for Olise. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Hullet. Pirlo. And it's Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Olise. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And this is Cruyff. Ronaldinho.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Teremos uma substituição.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Manchester United have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
The final 5 minutes. Bale.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Thuram. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham making good progress on the right-hand side. Space for him to turn and look. Nice control.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Seedorf. Bale. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Manchester United perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this before.
Rooney! Oh, it's hit the post! Pull it. Pull it. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. But it's Thuram. And it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Pullet. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Tries to play it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Pull it. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. A couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Distributed tidily. That's where it came from. Nedved. Pull it. So it is still 0-0. And this is Rooney. Rooney! Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Manchester United have themselves a chance from the spot. So perhaps now the breakthrough. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Oh, he's missed!
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. He'll try from distance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rooney really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Ferdinand was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rooney. Thuram. Manchester United
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Well, that's an excellent interview. He's having a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pirlo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. And it's Rooney. It's Rooney! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United get their fourth corner. Thuram clears it away. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Great ball if he can get there. And they can counter here. Beckham is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Park Ji-sung, he's got away. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Beckham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's found a way through. Crossed into the box. Maldini gets it clear. Out towards the flank. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Threads one in. Pirlo. Now then, the ball's come loose. Hullet. Pirlo. And the pass is intercepted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Messi. Rooney. That's good running with the ball. And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So your views on the first half?
Well, look, it may be 0-0, but it's had its moments. I think the most notable, of course, being the missed penalty. It could prove to be pretty costly, and we'll have to wait and see on that.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And the hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Pirlo is the team's great visionary. Ibrahimovic.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira. And it's Nedved. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Messi. Beckham. That's an imaginative pass. Big chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he? Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Not the most accurate pass. Park Ji-sung. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Passing nice and neat. Now it's Messi. Is there any support? He might not need it. Forwards and with intent. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Beckham. And here's Messi. Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Park Ji-sung. And here's Hullet. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, great leap! Thuram is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Beckham. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's the chance to counter. Pirlo demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that was nowhere near his best. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pirlo. That's a little off target.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Rooney. And he's there to retrieve it. That has been slung wide. Ferdinand concedes a free kick for that. Oh, no messing about, it is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Manchester United are down to 10 men.
Coming on the field is number 11, Bale.
So we have movement on both benches. Oh, he's been caught, and the shot! Platini gets it away. That should get the job done.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for it.
It's Pirlo! And that's another fine save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
They're up to 5 corners now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And now a sudden chance to counter.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. Impressive jump. And there's a goal. Finally the breakthrough.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 7, Gullit. Number 18, Pirlo. Number 22,
Nedved. Coming on the field, number 21, Hazard.
I think we're about to see
Number
a frenetic
16,
finish.
Rodri.
No half measures from here.
Number 23, Francesco Totti.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Hazard. No, that was never going to make it. And he's found a way past. Luis Suarez. Maldini can clear it away. Desai is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Roberto Carlos. So that's it. It is all over. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
everybody,
it might
and
not
welcome
feel like
to
that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of
Manchester
noise and
United
energy. This
against
certainly matters.
Nigeria.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
He has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? Almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
Mbappe. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Schlotterbeck. Seedorf. Cruyff. Bullet. Now it's Cruyff. And he's picked out the run. And he's certainly... And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Adriano. Well timed, excellent interception. Seedorf. Just eases him off the ball. Cruyff. Calafiori attempts a clearance. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Has a look and plays it forward. Cruyff. He's in a good position here. And he whips it across.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Calafiori calmly anticipates. Great vision. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's quick to get rid. Nigeria disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. So we're still where we started right now. Tries to pass it through. Shapes to shoot! There it is! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
The first breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Nedved is in a really good position out. Bullish header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Seedorf. Nedved. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get...
And the shot! Vieira with a definite foul there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Cruyff. Thuram. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Bullet. Adriano. That is good alertness. Pirlo. Adriano. Pirlo. Vieira. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Cruyff. And that's a good ball.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Vieira.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Mbappe. Serginho. Ah, that's a fine interception. Cannavaro gets it clear, looking tidy in possession here. And here's Mbappe. That is lovely. Serginho.
1 minute added time.
That's going to go a long way. Cruyff. Well, they can break here. Foot in. And he has been fouled there. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Manchester United go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Spread out to the left. Shifted it to the flank. Takes a shot! He's got it all! Manchester United are back on level terms. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Manchester United restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Best, a player who needs no introduction. That's good running with the ball.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Adriano. Crunching tackle. Best. Threads one in. That is ended up in no man's land. Knocks it out wide. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that has not gone well. Calafiori gets it away. They want to be quick to recover this.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Cruyff. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Cruyff. Cruyff cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
No, it's come to nothing. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Hullet. Hullet stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Adriano. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Thuram cuts it out. Big chance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Number 9, Adriano. Coming on to replace him is number 20, Erling Haaland.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Manchester United are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Great ball, and he goes for a shot! And it's in! And again they hit the front. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Nigeria have their lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Quality ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Tries a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here...
It's full on! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Totti. Nedved. Now it's Haaland. He's shifting through the gears here. Schlotterbeck gets over and intercepts. And he's managed to get rid. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United were a team not short on effort, but... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get it through? And that was nowhere near his best. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bellingham. Seedorf. Pullet. That has not gone well. Delivers with bullish header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That's destined for the flank. Oh, good read. That has been cut short. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played out to the left flank. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Mateus. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's well spotted. Neither side yet able to find the net. Bellingham. Not the most accurate pass. Thuram. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Vieira. And it's Totti. Seedorf promptly onto that, and that is that. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good alertness. Pirlo. Pirlo, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Varane makes the interception. Pele. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maldini. Pirlo. Nice sequence of passes, this. For Olise. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Pele. And it's Totti. Zanetti. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Pele. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Hullet. Totti. Zanetti. Aimed beyond the defence. Vieira. And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Gets us going once more.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
It'll be a throw-in. Vieira. Mateus. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Hullet. And it's Bellingham. Looking for the run. And he cuts out the supply. Pirlo. Bellingham. Ferdinand. Pirlo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pinches it off him. He's a sharp little ball here. Maldini. Hullet. And it's Hullet. Vieira. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Bellingham. That is ended up in no man's land. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Pele. It's Totti! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pirlo. 60 minutes played. Mateus. Well read, nice interception. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Hullet. Hullet. Real chance here. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And this is Adriano. Adriano is fouled.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 5.
Great chance here from position A1. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation.
Il numero 7. Il numero 13.
That is some save from Kahn. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared without hesitation. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Pirlo is the team's great visionary, and the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Totti. Now Pirlo. Zanetti. Just about up to 75 minutes. Olise is one whose deliveries we all know about. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Mateus. Pass somewhat off target.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Il numero 24, cambio di giocatori.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Right card is there, and he can get that clear. Threads one in.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Can he finish? Oh, good finish. Finally the breakthrough.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. No, again there's no way through.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Thuram. Now it's Haaland. Played out wide. Oh, well played. Snuffed out the danger. Oh, cracking ball. Haaland! It's a goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 15.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Pirlo. Gerrard. James Rodriguez. And there's the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Now it's Gullit. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And the through ball. Obama! It's in! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Goal! After 10 minutes is number 9, Mbumo.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. James Rodriguez. In with the challenge. Gullit. Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Gerrard. Pirlo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff. Now it's Nedved. Nedved was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nedved. He's looking wide. Pirlo. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Adriano! And that was struck with genuine force.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Belletti. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That's been intercepted. James Rodriguez! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's a good ball out wide. Ball's gone out of play. Thuram gets it away. Time and again they are repelled. Gerrard. And he's quick to return it. And Cruyff! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross to the back post. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Nedved.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's where it came from. Now that's a lovely exchange. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looks so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's James Rodriguez. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, good read. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Manchester United go in at half-time with a game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
To please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Immigresen have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Pull it. No way through there. And Burmo is onto this. And that was nowhere near his best. Vieira. Neymar. James Rodriguez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Immigresen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cannavaro. Immigresen are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That's a super give and go. Can he get it through? Pirlo's and the shot! Goal! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And here's Shevchenko. O'Reilly. Look at the space here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's going to go a long way. Adriano. It's Pirlo. Adriano. And it's Vieira. And it's Pirlo. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now, this could be a chance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Out for a throw.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 13, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field is number 23, Francesco Totti.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Adriano. It's Adriano!
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Adriano. Adriano! Oh, what has happened here? That has been knocked away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He'll try from distance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Nedved. And it's Hullet. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Pass is coming off in quick succession. It's Adriano! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's a sharp little ball here. Maldini. And that will be it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue...